Good afternoon from Florida, survivors. Hi, I'm Kevin, sponsored by Aortic Hope TV. We're going to move some chi today, energize our body. What I would like to do today is work with very historic old movement in Qigong called bone marrow washing or Qi Shu Jing. So find a comfortable place to stand or sit. I actually prefer to sit doing bone marrow washing, but if you don't have a chair or you're out at an interstate rest stop like I am, then standing will do just fine. Either way, let's make sure your doctor's okay with doing Qigong. Qigong's a very easy, moderate exercise, good for your body. And I am so sold on what it could do health-wise. Just as a side note, years ago, before I started doing Qigong, I could not lift my hands over my head without hurting my shoulders. I couldn't throw the football with my young son overhand. I would have to toss it underhand. But through very gentle moving my arms with Qigong movements over my head and up and down, my shoulders today feel like a teenager's shoulders in really good shape. So I'm excited about doing this flow because it does work your shoulders and your arms and your upper back. Find a comfy spot and let's do some bone marrow washing. First of all, bone marrow washing is very historic. It's thousands of years old, and the movements were developed by Qigong masters through the centuries and traditional Chinese medicine doctors. So what it really does is it helps you focus on intent, especially focus on the tips of the fingers and the hands. A lot of times we're moving our hands and moving our fingers subconsciously and we're not aware. We might smash them or nick them or miss what we're grabbing for. But bone marrow washing is not only good for lubricating the joints and the shoulders, but also in directing focus towards our hands and our fingers. And as such, there are a lot of movements that are very small movements, minor in distance of the movement, but very intense in focusing on intent. This is what we call Wei Wu Wei in Qigong. My master, Master Marissa with Go Chi, teaches us about Wei Wu Wei. That is action, no action, or taking action through intent. So let's do some bone marrow washing. First of all, we're going to walk through a series of each movement and then put them together. So we will hands face up. We're going to do 3 belly breaths. Remember, belly goes out on the inhale. Breathe in through the nose. Belly contracts back towards the spine on the exhale. Belly goes out, expands on the inhale. Belly contracts, comes back towards the spine on the exhale. Take a couple of more belly breaths. Now form a diamond shape, diamond mudra with your hands. Excuse me. And hold your hands over your lower dantian. Thumbs just a little bit above your belly button, your umbilicus. We call this centering motion or diamond mudra. Holding our diamond mudra over our lower belly, lower dantian, also called lower jiao. We're working with our belly breath. The first move is called compression. We'll slowly lift our hands up, arms go out, focusing our intent on our fingers, stretching our arms as we do in I Ching. And slowly bring our palms toward each other. Pericardium 8. Lao Gong is in the palm of our hands, and Lao Gong in each hand is facing each other. And then we put our right hand on top of our left hand, lift our elbows up, and compress our hands together. You can feel the tendons and the bone resistance in your upper arms and your elbows. Press, and traditionally we take between 3 and 9 up to 27 breaths. Today we're going to do 3 belly breaths as we compress our hands together. Breathe in, belly goes out. Smile on our face. Breathe in, belly goes out. Exhale, belly contracts back towards the spine. Third time. Now slowly separate our palms. Bring our palms back to center. Palms sweep up. Come together in a prayer hold. And we are going to drop our palms down lower than our elbows. Give it a good stretch. Smile, and let's take 3 belly breaths, 3 Dantian breaths. If you've practiced your belly breathing, you can also breathe out your sides in addition to your belly, and breathe out through your kidneys in the back so that your entire lower Dantian is expanding on the inhale. 2, 3, exhale. And slowly, palms facing up, come back to center or Bao Qi. And second movement is palms pressing forward. We want to face pericardium 8 out. Pericardium 8 is in the center of our palm. Lao Gong point. Press out. Feel our tendons in our shoulders stretch. Think about the Wei Wu Wei. Effort, no effort, as we push out, focusing our intent on our fingertips. 3 breaths in this position. Draw our hands back in, slowly, with intent, thinking about our thumb and our fingertips to our sides. And now we're going to rotate our palms and push up. Pushing up. Wei Wu Wei. Action, no action. Push against the sky. Hold up the heavens. Stretch your arms. Press up in this position. Let's take 3 full lower Dantian breaths. Inhale, belly goes out. Exhale, belly contracts back towards the spine. Second one, exhale. Third one, exhale. Okay. Drop our palms down, covering the face, dropping our hands down lower than our lap, and pressing down into the ground, opposite of what we just did. We pressed, holding heavens up, and now we're pressing earth down. 3 belly breaths. Wei Wu Wei. Action, no action. Intent and focus on our fingertips as we press our hands down towards the ground. Again, Slowly pushing up. Rotate our hands, palms up. This time, we're not going to hold up the heavens. Rather, we're going to reverse, pulling down, palms facing our face, and shield the face. Holding the face, sealing the face. 3 breaths here. 1. Exhale, belly and sides of kidney go out. Inhale. They all contract towards the spine. Last time. Elbows come up. Fists wrap gently but tightly, like we're holding a baby bird. 3 breaths here. Double elbow. Intent on our fingers. Action, no action. From here, we're going to go into single snakes. And this holding is one of my favorite movements. We take our left hand and reach out, arms straight forward. Right hand comes behind the elbow. Right hand pulls to the right. Left hand pushes against the right hand to the left. Slowly come back to center. Right arm goes out. Left arm underneath our elbow, pushing hard. Coming back, both palms facing down and facing each other. Double snake. Now we will drop our palms down. Out to the side. Hold this position for 3 breaths. Action, no action. Intent, focusing our intent on our fingertips as they reach out wide to the world. Feel our arms and our shoulders and our upper back stretch, working the tendons and the bones, feeling the chi flow through our fingertips. I call it the chi. Now arms sweep forward. We're going to hold a chi ball like we're holding the world right in front of us. 3 breaths. Belly, sides, and kidneys expand on the inhale. Exhale, belly contracts. Last time, belly expands. Belly contracts. Palms slowly rotate up, out, back into a prayer position. Drop our hands slowly down below the level of our elbows. Feel our tendons and our muscles and bones. Feel the chi flowing through your body. Slowly rotate back to Diamond Mudra. Hold the diamond over your lower dantian. 3 breaths. Inhale, expand. Exhale, contract. Inhale, expand. Exhale, contract. Bring your feet together. And that is the end of the first section of bone marrow washing. Now, what we're going to do is run through bone marrow washing one time without stopping. We won't do the 3 breaths this time. Instead, we'll say 3 breaths just to practice each movement. So, feet should be shoulder width apart, regardless of if you're sitting comfortably in a chair, on a chair's edge, or standing up. Centering position is where we start, Diamond Mudra. First movement is compression. Lao Gong facing Lao Gong. Move our right hand over top of our left, elbows parallel to the ground. Press together. 3 breaths. Pull our hands, palms facing up to our waist, putting our intent on our fingertips and pushing out, pushing forward. Hold this position. 3 breaths. Wei, wu, wei. Action, no action. Let your chi hold up your arms as you press out as far as you can. Slowly pull your hands back towards your waist, palms up. And we press up to hold up the heavens. Pushing up, hold that for 3 breaths. Then palms facing the face. Come down, push earth down. Pull up. Press hands up. Hold up the heavens. Pull our hands down in front of our face, shielding the face. Hold for 3 breaths. From there, we move into fingertips facing fingertips, getting ready for double snake. This time, the left hand goes out. The right hand holds the elbow. Left arm pushes against the right hand. 3 breaths. Come back to fingertips facing fingertips. Left arm goes out. Right arm hooks under the elbow. Right arm pulls the left arm to the right, and the left arm leaves this. Come back to double fist, double elbow for 3 breaths. Then snakes dive down. Hands go out. Action, no action. And we hold this position for 3 Dantian breaths. Arms sweep out, up, form the prayer hold. We drop the prayer hands down below the level of our elbows. And we hold this for 3 breaths. Centering position. Hold for 3 breaths. And there it is. That's bone marrow washing. I really would like to work with you over the next couple of weeks and there are many different sections of bone marrow washing. That's the first short section, and we will keep adding on as we feel more and more comfortable. But it's one of the reasons that I want to share this with you is because it's a really good exercise for survivors like myself and you, people that are disabled and can't stand up. You know, I spent so many years post-recovery from my multiple aortic surgeries and my kidney cancer removal, spent so much time in a recliner and a chair. And it's just great to be able to move those arms above your head, out in front of you and around. There's so many health benefits from working with bone marrow washing. And if you get a chance, you might want to go on the internet and do a little bit of research on Google about the history of bone marrow washing in traditional Chinese medicine. It's a great medicinal Qigong movement and exercise, and one that I think, although it looks a little bit complicated, one that I think with practice, it becomes routine and something that you can look forward to in your daily health practice. So I'm going to type up a little description and flow of each of the movements. And you can always refer back to this video on Aortic Hope TV. I will have Josh post those movements and look forward to doing bone marrow washing again next week. As always, I want to thank Aortic Hope for everything they do. I am so appreciative of the camaraderie and companionship and the caring and sharing that's found through Aortic Hope. I really believe that when I dissected well over a decade ago, there was just not that much information out there on the internet. And I really did struggle trying to find what can I do to improve my life and how can I survive survivorship. So Aortic Hope has really been a blessing for me, and I know for a lot of other people. And I'm so appreciative of Josh and what he does in hosting this, and Karen. And thank you as an audience so much for tuning in. Practice your bone marrow washing, and be sure to come back next Sunday at 12:30, and we will rehearse the first section and then move into the second section. So as always, from Florida, rainy Florida, humid, rainy Florida, may you be blessed and filled with chi.